Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah Shivaya.
Hello everybody, are you fit? No? Yeah, me neither. Okay, let's have a quick and powerful leg round. Power yoga, basically on the legs and your fitness, and I hope you enjoy it. Let's start. We find ourselves in a very normal table pose. To start with, the best and easiest way to start with cat and dog. Let's exhale and press your back to the ceiling. And inhale, let your belly drop, look to the front. And exhale again and make a very round back, like a cat in the morning. And also push out your hip when you fully inhale. And find your own rhythm with your inhalation, exhalation, to give your back a very nice and easy start of the day or start of the evening. Okay, come back to the center. Look over your right shoulder until you see your left heel. And look over your left shoulder until you see your right heel. And come back. And slowly walk your hands to the front of your mat and even over your mat, and try to keep your thighs upright. So just your body is dropped on the mat. Your hands are very far away, and then you slowly with the next exhalation drop your forehead on the mat. And try to really let everything sink to the ground. Except your hip, and your booty is up, and you feel a stretch in your back and under your arms. And you can extend that stretch if you put your fingers upright, as if they were nails you want to put in your ground. And then with the exhalation, let your forehead, your body sink on the mat again. And deeply inhale into your shoulder blades and into your armpits. And after the last exhalation, put down the hands, come slowly a bit back. Put your toes up and slowly walk into the first dog. That means keep your legs bent. Yeah? Keep your legs bent in the beginning, push your hip away from you, and try to push your head through your arms in the direction of your feet. Knees kept bent, and try to keep your head and your upper back where it is, and slowly start to stretch one leg at a time. As if you're a dog slowly walking with your legs. And slowly walk yourself in. You feel a bit stretched on the right and left. And also release your hip. Let your hip dance when you walk like a dog. Let your shoulder dance and your head. Just say yes and no, no, no with your head. Keep it soft and easy. And then we stretch both our legs. And put a right leg up behind you. Very stretch right leg. Heel first. Stretch the upper leg. And also stretch the standing leg. With the standing leg, try to put the heel on the mat as well, slowly. And keep the up leg even a bit more up. And then slowly lift your head, and with the right foot make a big step between your hands, or make a between step and a second one. Very good. Hands on the ground, my fingers, and with the next exhalation, push up your back like in cat and dog, as high as you can. Look down. And when you inhale, let your body, let your hips sink. Look into my direction. And again, exhale. Back up and try to stretch both legs as much as possible. And inhale, let it sink and look in my direction. And go on in your own rhythm. It's like cat and dog on one leg. And even when you let your hip down, put your shoulders back. And try to synchronize your movement, breathing and moving. And then I put down my left hand, and with the next inhalation I stretch my right arm up. Look to behind my right hand to the ceiling. Stretch it over. And slowly let it sink. Put the right hand beside the right foot and inhale left arm up. Look after the left arm. And arm down. Both hands around the foot, and we push that front foot back in the ceiling, one-legged dog, and down. Left leg up, heel first. Left leg is very much stretched, and slowly release your right foot, the standing foot. Release the heel should kind of like slowly sink on the mat. Left leg is very much up, heel first. Hold a moment. And then you can lift your head and make a big step with your left foot between your hands, or a double step. I have my hands around my foot, and with the next exhalation, I push up my back to the ceiling, very much like a cat. Inhale. Let yourself sink, look to my direction. Exhale back up, legs stretched. Inhale, hip down, my direction, shoulders back. And also go in your own speed, together with your breathing. And then I leave my right hand beside my left foot. With the next inhalation, I stretch my left arm up to the ceiling. Look behind my hand. And slowly let your hand sink. Left hand, left foot. Inhale, right arm up. And slowly down. Both hands around the foot. And left foot back up again into the one-legged dog. And let it sink. And come to your knees and sit a moment on your heels. I take my hands, fold my hands, keep up your arms, and slowly start just like to move your elbows up and down, and then your wrists turning in one direction. And when you feel your wrists are kind of like very relaxed and easy, you can go very fast if you want. Don't lift your shoulders, keep your shoulders down, just your arms are up. And when you're ready, stretch up your arms beside your head, leave your arms stretched, engage your hip, tuck your chin, and bring your upper arms behind your ears. Even a bit farther behind your ears. And then push down the shoulders, but keep the arms stretched. Push down the shoulders, arms behind your ears, push your shoulders down, and relax. Cool. If you want, you can put the upper side of your hand into the ground and try to stretch your arms. With the next exhalation, I let my body drop on my thighs. Bring my arms over my head. And push myself up and back in the downward facing dog. But I don't remain here long because I lift my right foot again. Go with my left foot on my tippy toes. This time. Even higher, the standing leg on the tippy toes. Stretch the right leg even more up. Push the heel out. And then with the next exhalation, right foot between your hands again. And let the leather leg drop on the ground. And put the top of the foot in the ground. Now you can push yourself up on the right knee, bring your body up. Usually everybody is more or less like here, but it's hard to balance, right? And it's really hard pushing the knee. If it's too hard, double the mat. If it's okay for you, don't double the mat. Hold yourself on your knee and slowly let yourself sink into my direction. See how it feels here in the psoas. The next thing is we engage it in that. Imagine your right foot, your right heel is moving to the center of your body, and your left knee is also moving to the center of your body. So try that. So try to pull the right foot back and the left knee to the front. You feel kind of like this more stretch or more flexing here, right? That's it for. And just hold a moment. And with the next exhalation, drop it. Very good. I put my hands down and slowly just put back your body without moving the left knee and without moving the right foot. So you slowly push your hip back. Press them right here in the ground. So toes are lifting and remain in this half movement in the air. My hip is in the air, my right leg is stretched, my right toes looking in my direction, and my back is almost straight. That's it for. Hold a moment. With every exhalation, you can try to let your body more or less drop on your right thigh. But don't make a round back. Keep the back straight as possible. And let yourself sink as far as you feel like your back is still straight. And if your music here behind your right leg, right? Hold a moment. And with the next exhalation, let yourself more drop on your left heel. So now you're sitting on your left heel and your right leg is still stretched. So, kind of like, try to find it comfortable sitting on your right heel. I mean, birds are also not complaining. So, and we only have one. So keep your back straight and slowly walk with your hand into my direction and bring your body with you, but don't make a round back. Stop where you feel your back starts to round, right? So for some it's here, for some it is here, no problem. Imagine you bring your chest and your belly on your thigh and not your head on your toes. And when you feel kind of the best edgy stretch here, remain there for a moment. And slowly get out of the posture. Push your hip up. And I'm back in my full position. And now for every jumpers, make it in one step, and for the others, make it in 2 steps. Put down the leather toes, stretch the leather leg, put the fingers in the ground, and if you want one jump or you make a step in between, doesn't matter. Just like a child, you know? So and slowly let the right knee drop on the ground and push the right front of the foot in the ground. See that you have kind of like this really straight leg and not here because it's so hard for your knees, right? Try our best to keep this straight. And slowly let your hips sink and push yourself slowly up on the left knee. Here, even when you start here, give yourself the chance to exhale and see how far you can let your hip drop. Give this psoas here a good stretch. Do this after running or biking, it's very good. Hold a moment. And now also imagine here, you push your left heel to the center of your body and the right knee to the center of your body. That means both in this direction. So try that. Push your left heel back, the right knee to the front. You feel how it's flexing here? Yes, that is 4. Hold it a moment. And with the next exhalation, relax. Put the hands down beside your feet and slowly push back your hip. push your left heel in the ground until your left toes coming up and your left leg is stretched. Doesn't matter how deep you are here. Some can even hold here. I have my fingers on the ground, or you have a block. Always use a block if you need it. Try to keep your back straight. And slowly with all inhalations, always try to let your body drop. If you feel uncomfortable, try to push back your left hip. Left hip pushing to the back. Then maybe you come a bit closer to your thigh. Hold a moment. And slowly let your hip drop on your right heel. And keep your left leg straight. Put your hands on the ground, back straight. And with the next exhalation, walk slowly with your hands in the direction of your front foot. Feel a stretch here. And try to bring your belly on your thigh. And stop where your back means to round. Hold a moment. And slowly get out of the posture. Put the leather foot back. Hold it for a moment. And then make a big step with the right foot to the front foot. And with a loud sigh, let your body drop over your legs. Let it drop. Keep a slight bend in your knees. And drop your arms and head. Let them shake from side to side. And also your hand, let it shake. And let your arm shake. And your legs and your hip. And then slowly put your arms behind your thighs and really embrace your thighs. So your belly is really pressed on your chest and your thighs, I mean. So belly and thighs and chest and thighs are really pressed. You embrace it as much as you can. And then slowly start to straighten your legs. As far you can do that, right? So keep the strong embrace around your thighs. And against this power of your arms, try to stretch your legs as far you can. Hold it a moment. And let your arms drop and keep your knees bent. And then slowly start to stretch your legs if you want one after another. It's easier when you can grab the ground, or a block, or two blocks, or a chair. Don't feel like you have to be that deep. It's just my personal halfway to a full forward bend. But here I feel a good stretch in the back of my legs. I still have my back slightly rounded, but not too much. And I'm still working on a better forward bend, but this is my perfect forward bend. Yours can be here, or here, or even with a chair. Forward bend is very individual, as most yoga postures are. Don't let yourself tell that your forward bend is not deep enough. There's no forward bend that is not deep enough. Is it here? Is it here? It doesn't matter. Whatever you can grab. If you need an extension of your arms, put it under your face on the ground in front of your feet. Put the left hand on the ground. And keep the right leg stretched, the left leg bent, Right arm goes to the ceiling. And follow the right arm with your view. Hold it a moment. Change arms and legs. Right arm goes down. Left leg stretched. Right leg bend. Left arm goes to the ceiling. And change again. Left arm down. Right leg stretched. Left leg bend. Right arm goes to the ceiling. And if you want, let your right arm drop behind your back. Drop, drop, drop. And see if your hand can find the other thigh on the other side. And slowly remove your right arm from the thigh. Stretch to the ceiling. And lower it down. Change hands and legs. Right hand down. Right leg bent. Left leg stretched. Inhale, left arm goes to the ceiling. Maybe you see it better here. Then let your left arm drop behind your back. Let the left hand walk until you find maybe the right thigh. And if not, just go in this direction, right? Hold it, and then you can look up to the ceiling as well. It's a slight bending. And bring the left arm up again. Drop it. And slowly let your knees bend. And slowly roll up your spine, vertebra by vertebra. At the end, shoulders, arms lifting, and look to the ceiling behind your hands. Exhale, arms dropping slowly behind you, and chin on your chest. Again, inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, arms down, look down. Try to make a big curve behind your back when you inhale. And behind your back, the arms with an exhale. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, arms down, look down. One more. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, down. I close my legs, fold my hands behind my back, lift my shoulders to my ears. Okay. Shoulders to the ears, shoulders back, and pull your hands down and your shoulders. Yeah. What usually happens, you have these curved back. We don't want that. Okay. What we do is push your heels to the ground, fold the hands, pull the shoulders to your ears, pull the shoulders back and down together with the hands, and engage your hips. Engage your hip. Really, keep your booties really, really strong in this posture. Otherwise you are pressing your lower back. We don't want that. Okay, and tuck your chin. Hold a moment. And with the next exhalation, slowly go in a forward bend. Let everything drop. And slowly let your arms drop over your head in my direction. And now imagine pulling the shoulders away from the ears. Shoulders one to the ceiling. And with the next exhalation, let the arms more drop over your head. You can repeat that. Imagine shoulders away from the ears to the ceiling. And let your arms drop over your head a bit more. Hold a moment. And slowly bend your knees first. Roll up a bit. And your back. Put your shoulders up, back, and down again. Engage your hips, the booty, shoulders back, and tuck your chin. Hold a moment. And relax. Other direction. I stand here. Right arm, left arm comes to the front. Right arm is above left arm. Where the elbows are, you make a twist. If you can't do the full twist, doesn't matter where you stop. You can kind of like put the arms together here. I mean, I have total elongated arms, so I have easy. I could even go another time around. Doesn't matter. I have my elbows close to my chest. Then I bend my both legs. Slowly lift your right foot. And if you can balance and everything is fine, slowly stretch your right leg back with the heel first. And try to push your arms in my direction. And if you feel well, try to stretch the standing leg as well. And slowly back, put the leg back and open your chest. Arms going back, fingers pointing back, hip engaged, chest opening. Exhalation, other arm. Left arm is above the right arm. Then you make turning around. Slowly bend your knees. Lean a bit forward. See if you can stand properly. If not, you don't have to lift the foot, yeah? Keep it kind of like with a tippy toe on the ground if you are really unbalanced today. Doesn't matter. But if you try it, right leg standing leg, left leg lifting. Slowly push your left leg back. And slowly try to push your arms away from you in my direction. And try to keep the leg up. And if you can, stretch your standing leg. And slowly back. And put the foot back. Opening chest. Arms go to the back. Fingers pointing back. Hold it a moment. Fingers more pointing back. And relax. I open my legs. And a half split. Well, let's see. It's the length of my leg. And with the next exhalation, I drop my body to the front and let everything hang again. Arms hanging, head hanging. Never underestimate these hanging things. That means there's sometimes muscles engaged you don't want to have engaged. And sometimes when we do all these postures, we don't see that. But when you drop everything, you feel where kind of like muscles are engaged who should not be, or vice versa. My feet pointing 12 o'clock. My hands are on the ground. One block. And you can see if your hands are fine on the ground. You don't have to have too much space here. But most important is, can you stretch? Can you keep your back straight when you have the hands on the ground? If not, if you're like this, no problem. Take a block or a book. If you have enough long enough arms, try cat and dog here. Legs are stretched. Next exhalation, make a round back and look between your eyes, between your legs. And when you inhale, make a straight back, look into my direction. Inhale, round back, looking through the legs. Inhale, straight back, my direction. And go on in your own rhythm cycle, however quick or slow it is. And with the next exhalation, slowly walk to your right foot with your hands. Try to grab your right ankle with your right hand. Still okay? Try to put the left hand on your right hand as well. Don't forget to breathe here. The inner thighs, right? This is Satyrius is usually saying hello here. Hold it a moment. With the next exhalation, slowly walk back to the center. Inhale and exhale, walk with your hands to your left foot. If you can, put your left foot on your left ankle. And if you still can, put the right hand on your left hand. Exhale and breathe in your thighs, the inner of your thighs. And slowly walk back. Last twist for today. Left hand under your face on the ground. Inhale, right hand up to the ceiling and look after the right hand. Slowly change the arms. Right hand under the face. Inhale, left arm goes to the ceiling. And look after your left hand. Do it again the other side. One tip. If you put the right arm up, also try to put the left shoulder under your body. Let's not do everything the right arm. When the right arm is up, try to push the left shoulder to the right and then the arm up. Try the other side again. Try to put the right shoulder to the left when you put up the left arm. See that? There's a bit more movement in it, right? And slowly back. And now my favorite one. Stretch your arms to the side. Keep your legs stretched. Keep your back stretched. Hold it. And now imagine your shoulders are pulling your arms in. A minimal movement. Don't put up the shoulders, just like imagine your shoulders are pulling the arms into the shoulder sockets. Try that, yeah. It's just an inch or 2 inch movement. Hold it. You feel like the shoulder blades here pulling themselves closer to the spine. And that's they're actually doing. Hold it a moment. Hold it and let your arms drop and pendulum in front of your face. Cool. And put the fingers on the ground. And what I do zigzag walking to the center to get out of this posture. And go on your tippy toes, keep your knees bent. And slowly drop on your knees. And the top of your feet and sit down for a moment. I'm sitting on my heels. If you cannot sit on your heels, sit on a block or a pillow. Or between your legs. Now we want to do something for the knees. That means the knees usually have a lot to do, depending on our weight and depending on our shoes and walking style and whatever. Gazillion things can happen with the knees. Sometimes it's mostly just like a bit overstretched, understretched. Very often we have very strong muscles here in the thigh, and that means we pull on the knee. So let's do that one. If you cannot sit on your heels, really try a block. Try 2 or 3 blocks. Try to keep your knees close together. And if you can, try to lean on your elbows. And your legs can lift a bit, but try to keep them as much on the ground. And you don't have to be on your elbows. You can just like dose it for yourself how deep you can go with your body. I feel the top of my feet very much and a stretch in my thighs. if you're still fine here, you can always go further. But always imagine you need to get out of the posture as well. So what you can do, you can walk with your hands more to your knees and hold yourself under your thighs. And then you, if you feel well, try to slowly drop your head back. If you're still bored, when your head is on the ground, try to push the elbows on the ground, try to lift the hip. And then slowly walk yourself out of posture. And very good is to drop your chest on your thighs, the opposite direction. And let the arms drop to the side as well. And drop your forehead as well. And slowly get up again. The hands, the fingers right and left of your feet. And with the next inhalation, use the power of your arms, not the power of your hip, to push up the hip. More in my direction, more, and if you can't go any further, try to drop your head to the back, and if not, keep your chin tucked and don't drop your head to the back. Ask your neck what your neck likes. Push your head more in my direction, and slowly let it sink, sitting on the heel again. And then lift your hip and put your toes down, sitting on your toes. And also don't forget the tiny one also needs to be stretched, right? Yes. Stretch your arms to the side, fingers pointing up, and then slowly make a fist, starting with the tiny finger, ring finger, middle finger, index finger, thumb over index finger, and then press your fists down. You feel it? Fists up, and again, fists down. And if you want, you can circle the fists. Circle it. Different directions, same direction, doesn't matter. You should feel kind of like an intense feeling in your lower arms. It's very good after typewriting, writing, or doing manual work. And fingers pointing up, and let it drop. And I have another twist for you. I'm sitting on my hip, on my booty, taking my feet, pulling my feet as close to my body as possible. Split it. And really hold yourself on your feet. Stretch your arms and really try to stretch your back. Hold yourself on your feet and stretch your back. Bring your shoulders back. Tuck your chin. And then you can move your knees up and down like a butterfly. And do it a bit faster. And a bit faster. And slowly release. Put the feet a bit more in more direction. Put your elbows in the gap between your thigh and your calves. And slowly let your body sink to the front. And while you are pushing your body to the front, you push down with your elbows. You push down your knees and calves with your elbows. And slowly release. I take my left foot, put my heel close to my hip, take my left hand, holding my right foot from above, right? Hand on the top of my foot, fingers under my foot, and slowly press the right foot to the left. Arm is stretched, and let your leg really fall into the power of your left arm. Stretch your back, and then you can put your right arm back behind you. And even you can look a bit behind you. And if your knee is still here, no problem. Imagine to push your right hip back and your left hip to the front. So you have a bit more space to move, right? When you end up here, try that. And hold it a moment. And you always again remember when you inhale, straightening the back. And slowly relax. Take the leg and change the sides. Good thing is we only have 2 legs. So right heel is very close to my hip. Right arm, left foot. I come from above. My hand is on the top of my left foot, fingers under my foot, and then I push out my left leg. When it can't go further, remember, left hip back, right shoulder to the front. Inhale, stretch your back. And exhale, bring your left arm to the back. Even look to the back if you want. And try to let your left leg just hang in the power of your right arm. And slowly bring your arm back. Drop your legs. Put the feet down and shake your knees. Two more postures I have for you. A very funny one. The crow. My feet are at the brim of the mat. Toes pointing on, oh, I'm so bad in it, 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock. Yes. I put my elbows between my legs. Put my hands together in front of my chest. And then I let my hip sink. And if I'm that far like here, you see my back, then I can stretch my back. And try to keep these arms, the two hands and the arms looking as they were in one line, fingers pointing up, back is straight, shoulders want to go back. And then slowly turn your hands down. And turn your hands up and fingers pointing maybe even your direction. Fingers pointing up, my direction, fingers pointing down, and slowly fingers pointing my direction, fingers pointing up. And really keep the pressure with the knees and the elbows for a moment. And slowly drop the hands on the ground in front of you. I keep an open triangle. So not a closed triangle, but an open triangle. So open triangle in front of me. Elbows and knees, upper arms and knees are very close together. I do the very baby crow. Some people like the crow with the knees in the armpit. I'm dying when I do that. My knees are so bony, it's too hard for me. So I push my knees against my upper arms. My fingers are in the ground. I see an open triangle in front of me. My fingertips are really engaged, pushing in the ground. Now I let my body just like fall a bit to the front, and I still feel the power of my arms. And where I should be, where it's not hurting, right? And then you can lean more or less, more over your arms. See where the center of your body. And if you feel safe, you can lift one foot. Try it again. Leaning on your upper arms, lifting one foot. And if you feel well, try that. Just a couple of centimeters in front of you. So lift the one foot and maybe you lift the other foot. And then you're hanging in the air. I'm just holding a moment. And even with a couple of seconds, it's just like you are overcoming the fear of falling over. So you trust yourself. This is one thing of this fantastic crow pose. When you are back, we're back in pool position. Arms between your knees, hands together. And now just drop your right hand in front of your right foot, fingers pointing out. Inhale and bring the left arm behind you as an elongation of your right arm. Change arms. Left arm, left knee. Inhale, right arm diagonal back. And slowly back to the center. I put my fingers on the ground and jump to the center. And now I'm on my tippy toes, very much tippy toes. And try to bring the knees and thighs again very close to your chest. Standing on tippy toes, embrace your legs and hold it for a moment. Just like balancing on your tippy toes. And slowly put your fingers down and push your hip up until your legs are straight. Then let your arms hang and drop again as if wind blew in a weeping willow. And keep the legs slightly bent again. Roll up the spine. And you're standing. And put the right arm over your hat. And you have it on top of your hat. Fingers are hitting your left ear. With the next exhalation, you pull your hat on your right shoulder. And let's sink your left arm. And the left shoulder pushing down on the ground, and hat is pulled on the right shoulder. And in slow mo, change sides. Both arms up. Left arm over the hat. And with the next exhalation, try to pull softly your hat on your left shoulder, and the right shoulder wants to go down to the ground. Nice stretch here between the right ear and your right shoulder. Hold it a moment. And slowly bring both arms back up and let them drop. And a small balancing pose to finish. Very leg engaging and stretching and turning and twisting around. Maybe you're gonna feel something on your legs tomorrow. Let's finish it with a beautiful tree pose. Left leg is my standing leg. Right heel hitting left ankle. You can always remain here if you cannot balance today or ever. You can also lean on the wall. Oh, I should have done that. Nobody would have seen it. Okay, now I have to be good. Doesn't matter. Keep your foot down, or if you think you have a balancing day, you can put the foot inside your left thigh, right? If you feel good, fold the hands in front of your chest. If you still feel good, put a hat on. And if you still good, stretch your arms to the sky. Open. open your arms if you want. And the very good ones that I am definitely not belonging to, close your eyes. And if you don't fall, you're very good. There's some days I could stand forever in a tree pose. There's some days I can not even hold it a second. And slowly come back, put the hands together, head on your head, hands in front of your chest, hands back in the hips, and slowly release the right leg. And shake the legs a bit. Okay, let's see how the other side works. Right leg is the standing leg. Left heel leaning on right ankle. Remain here or try everything. If you can put the left foot here in the thigh, should not be slippy here, it's easier, right? Hands in the hips. See how it works? Hands folding from your chest. Put a head on. And slowly lift your arms to the ceiling. And let the tree grow, and you can open the arms and fingers. And if you're really cool balancing, try to close your eyes. And slowly come back. Hands together, head on, hands in front of the chest, hands in the hips, and slowly let your foot sink and shake your legs. Thank you very much, everybody. We are done with the exercise part of this show, and we have another 1.5 minute break, and when we offer a 10 minutes a relaxing autogenic journey into your body, through your body to relax. And I wake you up, guys, in 10-15 minutes, but not with my voice, just with the sound, with our jingle. And if you need something, take a blanket, glass of water, and or make yourself cozy wherever, and we see each other again in 1.5 minutes for the final relaxation. Or next week we're gonna have another charity event. It's for Gesicht zeigen, an anti-racist campaign and group here. They work very good in a lot of levels, start in school and trainings. They do a good job, and we want to do a charity session next week. Also try the chair session for your mom or your granddad, or try the office chair session where you can do something on the office chair, and we have a lot of line extenders. I hope to see you soon or in 1.5 minutes.
Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Shivaya. Om Namah 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 Shivaya.
And with a loud sigh, I let myself drop on the ground and relax. I let my body become very heavy, melting to the ground. My legs are heavy and my feet and my shoulders sink deeply in the ground. And my head is becoming heavy, sinking deeply in the ground. And my face is relaxing, my eyebrows are giving space and sliding right and left down my head, hiding behind the ears, and relax. I relax my feet, my toes, my soles, my ankles, my calves, chins, knees, thighs, and hips, my feet, my toes, my ankles, my calves, my shins, my knees, my thighs, my hips are relaxed. I relax my belly, my chest, my shoulders, my neck, my back, my spine, my shoulder blades, and my vertebrae,
belly, my chest, my shoulders, my neck, my back, my spine, my shoulder blades, my vertebrae are relaxed. I relax my fingers, my hands, my palms, my wrists, my lower arm, my elbows, my upper arms, my armpits, my fingers, my hands, my palms, my wrists, my lower arms, my elbows, my upper arms, my armpits are relaxed. I relax my face, my chin, my lips, my teeth, my tongue, my jaw, my nose, my cheeks, my eyes, my eyebrows, my forehead, my ears, my face, my chin, my lips, my teeth, my tongue, my jaw, my nose, my cheeks, my eyes,
Shivaya. Om Namah 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 Shivaya. Om